As I said earlier, in this context, we're seeing here in this church that Timothy leads, there are some false teaching. And what Paul is doing here is he's reminding Timothy that Timothy serves and leads from what's previously been shared. And if you've been with us as we walk through this book, you know that Paul has been calling him to teach the truth of the Word of God, pursue righteousness, hold on to the pattern of sound teaching, guard the good deposit that's been placed within him to lead the church. And so Paul directs him here to hold on to these things, and that the church would hold on to these things, the gospel that Paul has preached. And then he brings about a warning. He says here in the first verses here, verse 14, not to fight about words. What's he talking about here? Well, it might be rendered in the ancient language of the New Testament, not to engage in a word battle. Or, as scholars note, this would be a useless procedure. So Paul is warning Timothy here, in the context with this false teaching, there seems to be a lot of discussion. There seems to be a lot of talk. There seems to be a lot of quarreling back and forth on who's right and who's wrong. And Paul is saying to Timothy as a leader here, an approved worker, to follow the truth of the gospel. To follow the truth of the gospel and not engage in this useless procedure. Why? Why is this so vital? Well, as we continue on, we see here, he says, not only is this useless, he says it leads